Good day and welcome aboard, everyone. My name is HarleyTrek, and these are the voyages. I hope today finds you well, or as my good buddy NC Stoney says, how y'all doing? I am well, thank you. I apologize for my 2-week lapse in the video. I actually shot one last weekend, but it was such crap I ended up trashing it. It might have been entertaining if you enjoy lots of stoplights and lots of swearing, but it wasn't good for much else. So I said, nah, let's not do that. Me and my buddy Cash here are out on a beautiful Sunday. It is 73 degrees, but we've got some wind that's kind of making it a bit nipply. My well wishes go out for those affected by Hurricane Matthew. For the past 2 days, we've been experiencing winds off of that storm. Hasn't affected the weather other than wind. It has been absolutely beautiful for the past for the past week or so. And I have been riding pretty much every day. The odometer says 946 miles on the clock. So I am due for that 1,000 mile service. Get that brake-in oil out and get good to go for the next 5,000. Why have I been gone? Well, you know, I said a couple of months ago that I got parents living with me, and I think that's where I wanted to turn, but no, well. Well, on the 16th of September, we got the closing done on their new place, and we have spent the ensuing time getting them moved out of my place, moved into theirs. If there's a lot of wind in this, it's just not road wind. I'm getting hit by some pretty hefty gusts every now and again. The bike is rock solid in wind, much more so than the Ultra Classic was. Much more planted to the road. But my head, on the other hand, may get snapped around a little bit. But back to my mom and stepdad. We got them all packed up and moved down the street. Really, they are just about a block down the road from me at the end of the cul-de-sac. Nope, not stopping. That view. Of course, we did all the move while it was still hotter than blue blazes outside. Weather couldn't have broken, say, a week earlier, but that is what it is. You know, as far as house guests go, my parents were just fantastic for the most part. But I tell you, when you're used to living by yourself, guestage is a bit of an inconvenience. There are things you do or practices you may employ when you live by yourself that you've got to rethink when you have people in your house. You know, I got in the habit of not closing doors regardless of, you know, whatever I was doing at the time, you know, bathroom and things of that nature. You got to remember those little social niceties. You know, remember to actually put clothes on before you go out in the morning when the alarm goes off to start the coffee pot. They're just things your parents don't need to be seeing. But, you know, even with all that, and things are a bit odd. I won't say odd. A little bit aggravating, actually. I think my mother is stalking me. It seems like I can barely get home, and she texts me. Now, she feeds me a lot. Actually, my grocery bill has been pretty much non-existent since they've been here. But, you know, let me get in the door. You know, I have worked with the public, or in public service, customer service, what have you, for my entire career. And I know there is one thing, after dealing with parents, with people all day, is I need a little me time. And usually the commute home, as is for most of us, is usually as annoying as hell, rage-filled, especially when I'm on the bike, because traffic is stupid. People don't know how to flip and drive. But that's a topic for another vlog. Let me get in the house and let me flip and press before you start lighting up my phone. I almost think she stands at the end of her driveway and watches for me to come in. Now, it's not been all that bad, just a little maddening here and there, but I wouldn't trade it. I'm glad to have them here. I love them. Why is this thing beeping? Ever since the 2.0 upgrade on this thing, it will randomly beep, and I have no idea why. But, you know, I think I'm doing pretty good. Of course, my sister is pissed at me right now. My nephew, whom I have seen maybe twice in his 20-some-odd years of life, is getting married. Of course, they live in Charleston, South Carolina, which just got hit by the hurricane, so I don't know what they evacuated, so I don't know what the situation is now, but is getting married on the 17th. was a surprise stop. But I had, they scheduled on a flipping Monday, for one, which is totally inconsiderate for people that are traveling. Two, and I was going to drive. I mean, my sister, it's all about her and what she wants, and to hell with the hindmost for anybody else. But I canceled my bike week trip to go to this thing, and I was going to drive. I was going to take my mom. My stepdad probably wasn't going to go, and my mom is 66 years old, you know, and that's a long trip to make by yourself when you're that age. So I was going to drive, and turns out that my co-worker's husband has taken a turn for the worse, and he's not expected to survive another 4 months maximum. And one of his last wishes is to take one more trip to Florida. Now, he is too weak to ride, but they have one of those dune buggy conversions that she's going to drive him down in, so they can get the open air thing, and he can spend some time on the beach. And that's one of his last wishes, and that happens to coincide during this this wedding time frame. So of course I'm not going to deny a friend his last wish. I mean, what kind of dick would that make me? Thank you for taking your time pulling out there. So I RSVP'd that I would not be attending. And of course, if I'm not going, Mom's not going. Actually, this move really took a lot out of both of them. Not that she would understand that. She would see it as an excuse. I mean, we're still gifting. But, you know, she, you know, publicly maligns me on Facebook. How shitty her family is. Not one is attending. Well, don't schedule it on a damn Monday, and perhaps somebody could take a weekend trip and get there, damn it. But, you know, you can't have an intelligent conversation with a narcissistic idiot. So, it makes no never mind what your excuse is. I mean, you could have gotten hit by a damn bus, be in a coma, in traction, 203 of the 206 bones in your body shattered, but she would still want you to fucking show up to her college dropout son's wedding. It just infuriates me. But I have taken the higher road, because because in all of the family, I think I am the one sane voice did not mean for this to turn into a rant. And for that, I apologize. I think I need to get me some therapy. Boys and girls, ride them if you got them. And as always, live long and prosper.